What have we been doing over the last few weeks?
So the last few weeks we just learned to play music. So you can just choose any instrument, like this one, or maybe you can just change the instrument. Grand piano, flute. I just like the electric guitar.
Before the project started, my approach to music is teachers are entitled to preparation time out of class, and my music for my class was taught when I was out of the room preparation time. I avoid teaching music.
Lots of schools don't have music specialists, but lots of schools do have iPads. Nearly all special schools now have at least a few iPads. So we wanted to create resources that would allow non-specialist teachers to deliver really good quality music lessons. Because actually, using iPads is easy. You know, you just need to know a few little bits and you can make great music and hit curriculum outcomes.
As I came across iPads, I realised that it was a way in for SEN children to be able to play a musical instrument. It's touch sensitive, so they haven't got to worry about blowing a sound, they haven't got to worry about playing keys, they haven't got to hold the instrument correctly. It's about being able to create music, how they want that music to sound.
Before we had coming in, we would go and choose an instrument from a trolley. It would be a maraca or a tambourine. You know, we're living in modern times, then, you know, they don't want to just be shaking a maraca. If we can engage with an iPad and they can make more interesting sounds, then everyone's engaged, everyone's enjoying it. So definitely much more interesting lessons, fun, and when people are having fun, they're learning, aren't they? So
for our students who obviously have communication difficulties, to be able to use music as a form of communication has been really, really great to see. And it's so accessible using the iPads. You know, using musical instruments can be a bit tricky sometimes and a bit daunting, but obviously all of our students are quite confident with technology, so to have that accessibility on an iPad that they feel very confident with and to be able to just explore it themselves, it's been really, really, really nice to see.
The apps are designed to be really intuitive, so a young person can touch it and see what happens. You know, it's really easy for them to experiment and create something they like straight away, so that's a really good start.
Visually, it's engaging. They have different colors, different movements, some are circular, some are lateral. So there's all sorts of engagement pathways for them.
The massive benefit that it has for a class like mine is the visual layout of some of the apps. The one with the circle, Loop Super, that is brilliant because when they switch it off and on, they can actually visually see what they are switching off and on.
The iPad work that we've been doing, I feel a lot more comfortable with the apps that we've been using now. Listens to beat. I've had a dilemma with me as always being a teacher and teaching the children, and here we've got to be a bit more of a facilitator. It's been very uplifting and very positive and fantastic experience.
Add 4 in here. Add another 4 in here.
SpongeBob, do you know that song?
Yeah?
Jack, well discovered!
Yeah.
The lads are being so focused during the session and they're doing things that they wouldn't normally do. I mean, there's one young man who in class doesn't really speak out very much, but he was singing out in the recording last week. They're working in groups, as pairs, cooperating, and yeah, it's lovely to see, and it's been really good.
We didn't realise that one of our students in particular had a talent for rapping. It sort of came as a bit of a shock to us. We, as a group, developed a bit of a beat and a bit of a bass line, and he started to improvise a rap over the top of it, and we had no idea he had this ability. Again, you know, for a student who is diagnosed with communication, expressive communication delays, for him to feel confident to stand in front of a group and to communicate and express himself through rap was just, you know, really quite profound for us.
The project has gone way beyond what I expected at the start. We've been able to evaluate the project, we've been able to create teacher resources, which means we've managed to upskill our music leaders, we've been able to upskill teachers, So with all of that knowledge and the teacher resources that Ben have made, which are fantastic, we've got a really good resource now that we can take into other schools and enable all pupils in Leicestershire to access iPad playing.
So all the lessons we've done, we've created lesson plans, and then we've created short films that just show which button to press where, and the feedback we've got is that they can now use that to go and deliver them in other schools.
So we have 3 different ways that we'd like to roll this out. The first one is schools can buy into the iPad project and our SEN teacher will go out and deliver the project. Another way is teachers can buy into the teacher resources and a staff meeting, and then they can deliver the project themselves. If there are any schools that feel they are resourced already and would just like to use the teacher resources that we've created, then they can have the opportunity to have the resources.
I'm going to pass around the talking pen one more time.
I love it, my son, because very nice, and I love it for
Every class has been buzzing and talking so positively about their experiences. When you visited each class, everybody was saying not only have the staff really enjoyed it, which is nice as well for us to get something out of it, but also the children. Each child has had something positive, some positive experience.
I enjoyed making music, and I learned to record the music.
My busy day with playing music and pressing some buttons. I really like it. So awesome, nice. I really liked it.